This drive to the airport ends a legal battle that drew international attention for a year and a half. The Israel-Palestine director for Human Rights Watch, Omar Shakir,
see you very soon. Thank you.
has left Israel. This is the first deportation since a 2017 law that bars entry for supporters of the boycott, divestment and sanctions movement against Israel. The Israeli government says Shakir has been active in the BDS campaign in the past.
It's not about Omar, it's about Human Rights Watch. There's no point replacing Omar because our next researcher would have the exact same problem that Omar did.
In 2016, Human Rights Watch issued a call for businesses to stop operating in illegal Israeli settlements in the occupied West Bank. A call the Israeli Supreme Court said amounts to a boycott. Shakir won't be leaving his post and will continue working from abroad. He says Human Rights Watch will double its efforts so that it's not affected by his deportation.
Ultimately, what I'm facing is small, but I hope that this is a clear message to the world, because ultimately, if the world isn't able to stop Israel from deporting somebody documenting rights abuse, how is it ever going to stop rights abuse?
Earlier this month, Israel's Interior Minister Aryeh Deri said all those who work against Israel will not be allowed to live or work in the country.
After Shakir's deportation, many here are wondering who might be next. Human rights organizations say that the decision doesn't target only who advocate a boycott, but it's a warning against any critic of the Israeli occupation.
LAITH Abu ZAID is a Palestinian working with Amnesty International in Ramallah. He was denied the right to travel outside of the West Bank in October, and he says this is because of his work against Israeli settlements.
The ban was imposed a couple of months after we released the campaign against online booking companies that work in Israeli settlements. So this is obviously an attack not only against me, but against all the critical voices that speak against what the Israeli government is doing.
Israel considers the BDS movement a strategic threat, while rights activists say it's one of the few ways left to fight against the Israeli occupation. Nida, Ibrahim, Al Jazeera, the occupied West Bank.